What is poppin'? Okay, Spy got crushed, which is good for me because I have the puts. And they're expiring on the 16th. I'm going to hold them. I'm going to keep holding them. And we're just going to do that. I think it's necessary. That's a big fall there. And usually things don't fall that big unless unless we see some real movement to the downside, or that's just what I'm thinking. So there's definitely a chance that we could see my price target, or my strike price, which is 393. There's definitely that chance. But let's look back at the daily, right? What I said was it was gonna come up to here and bounce lower because it just doesn't have, we're in this downtrend. There's severe resistance up here, which, we're all saying this in hindsight because it's already bounced lower, right? It's all hindsight. So chances are that it's going to continue lower. Those are the chances that I see. Okay. Um, I'm not afraid to still go long if that changes. But right now, just from what I'm seeing, I'm just gonna keep doing puts, and yeah, we're just gonna keep doing puts on longer time frames. It seems like so. Anyways, let's see what it's doing. I'm since I have these puts, I'm not trading. I'm not scalping right now. So that's that. I mean, we can paper trade. Maybe we want to paper trade. I don't know. Let's try it out. Maybe we do want to paper trade. Maybe we do want to paper trade. Okay, hold on, hold on. I gotta set up my paper trading. Setting it up on the top here. Give me 1 second. Still setting it up. Hold on. Almost there. Where is the spy? What? Oh, that's why. All right, it's set up. Now hold on, hold on. Go to paper trading. Oh, something like that. Like that. Time and sales and all that jazz. Something like that. And something like that. Okay. We're set up. All right. Spy. Let's put a filter on the time and sales. Nice. All right. So we are looking for puts. Get all these set up too. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, blah blah. Okay. Paper. Bottom screen. Cool. Save it. Okay, so here's a spy. Did a big uh-oh. Now we're gonna be looking for any patterns here. I see one that's like this. That would make us do calls. That can happen. Thinking what would make us do puts? Well, what would make me do puts? See, we kind of got a channel here like that. What would make me do puts is to see it come back up towards this trend line and not have a good time there. That's what I think would make me do puts. Or hold this bottom trend line and start to break it. That would also make me do puts. So let's see. Let's see if we can come up towards this trend line here. We might start looking for some puts. Maybe a 400. Maybe a 400 put. I'm thinking. Why don't I do that? Bam. One of these. And one of these. That way this girly can sit here. These girlies can do one of these. Yeah. Talking now. So let's see it come back up towards this trend line here. It's already having trouble. Which is good if we're wanting to be doing puts. I'm gonna take one here. And we'll get to adding as we keep proving ourselves. Take another there. Take another there. If it breaks this low here, I'm gonna add 5 and we'll go from there. There we go. Adding 5 there. Then we'll start focusing on selling some here. Come down more. The buyers are trying to push it up. I see it. I see him trying to push it up. Here we go. I'm gonna sell 2 there. And just keep scaling out here as we go lower. Looks like it's near some kind of support. We just had a kind of a rejection there, but how strong that support is going to tell us how many times it rejects off of that level. What it does. I'm iffying around it right now. I mean, I'm thinking I should have taken the money off the table, or taken more than 2 contracts off the table now. I'm just iffying around it. Next time it comes down, I'm gonna take 4. That'll leave me with 2 more contracts to hold the base. And if it breaks, I'll add more. Right now, I think the range is a little bit too deadly since we're near support. So I'm going to try and add some. Or, sorry, I'm going to try and sell more than 2 next time. So we'll do a. Well, you know, I might do 3 instead of 4 because that'll leave me with still half my position. In case we get a break or a flush, I'll still be in half of my current position from there. Stop loss is above the trend line. Anything above the trend line, I'm outie. It's getting close. I'm watching it like a hawk. I'm like sweating, heart's beating. No, but it's okay. We're watching it. And if it breaks, we'll sell them and we'll go long. There's nothing to it. It's nothing to switch sentiment, especially when you're wrong like that. We'll switch up and we'll get out of here. Switch and go long if it really breaks. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to sell these. Tossing those, and let's look for calls now. Go 404. I'm gonna give him a 10 calls, shooting for 404 if we can grab the ask. Because we just broke, so this would be a good time to start getting in. With size too, because that's pretty bullish there. We just broke. Go for ones. And I'll get ready to add 10 if it goes higher. That's something I just recently learned, just is to switch your sentiment when you're wrong. A lot of times we'll just be like, oh, we're wrong, we won't do anything. Well, if you're an options trader, good thing, you don't have to look for short locates. If you're already short, you don't have to, you just get calls or get puts. I'm gonna go ahead and get 10 more calls here. You can go ahead and switch your sentiment, and especially if you're wrong, But if you're right, you got an even better chance of being right. If you are right, so it works out pretty good that way. Because if it comes up and it rejects harder, I mean, we might see an even bigger move to the downside. So I want to get in that too, you know. Ooh. Waiting to add these calls here. We can make a new high from this candle. I'll add them. Uh-oh. Almost looking like I gotta go back to puts. I guess that's just the name of the game. I'm gonna get out of these calls. And back to puts. So I'm actually gonna get in with even bigger size now on the puts, just because we rejected that trend line. We thought it was gonna break. That's fine, but it didn't. So now I'm gonna get in with even bigger size because I'm right on this for the puts. So I'm gonna get in with even bigger size. And let's see, I can do. How many can I do? There we go. Modify that. Ask. Who? Build? Yes. Nice. Oh. Back to the spy. All right. Who? Cool. So we're gonna let it break to the downside now. I think that it is going to break to the downside because that support isn't strong enough here. If it was strong enough, we should have seen that small break to the trend line, but it's not. We should have seen this small trend line break here to the upside, which we didn't. So that support is pretty weak there, and we're definitely. I think the selling pressure is too much. So we are gonna see the break, and I'm in with size. So that is good. We did have to, get stopped out a couple times, change our sentiment. Okay, it might be bullish, it might be a stronger support than we realize, but I think we're in the good position here. We're back to the puts, and we should see that break of this support to the downside. Otherwise, we would have broke. We would have broke, and we would have held this trend line pretty well. But it's not. And I'll get ready to sell 5 here as we get ready to flush. I'll put my first target, around right after this flush zone. I'll put my first target there. Still seeing some buying pressure around this area, but I still don't think it was strong enough at all. Here we go. Let's see if we can flush down. People might have put their stop losses, all types of stuff. So we should see a flush here. Being patient for the flush. I almost wanted to take some off the table there, but I'm trying to be patient and get this flush. Still being patient. I wanted just a little bit more. Look for where we see a big flush, you know, almost like a jolt, and that'll tell me that, you know, something happened, maybe stop losses or someone got in, you know, or something, but waiting for it. It was kind of a jolt. I'm just gonna go and take 5 there, and then we'll get ready to sell 10, which will leave me with half my entire position size as we see more moves to the downside here. Yep, right there. I'm gonna sell 10 there. And let it come down more. I'm gonna sell the other 10, which will leave me with just a core of like 5 contracts. I'm just gonna take that there and see if I can grab it. Very nice. Okay, so I did get filled there. So I've only got a core right now. What I'm expecting is expecting it to pop up back towards this support. And I'm going to make my stop loss if it breaks above it. If it breaks above this support here, I'm going to get stopped out. If not, I'm going to toss these other 5 shares when we see it all the way down to this trend line here. I'll actually toss them all the way down here. And what a trade. I mean, that was just a great trade. We analyzed it perfect. I mean, we realized the risk of how this is a trend line here. We realized that risk. That is our risk. We saw that, okay, yeah, look at that increasing volume as we're breaking through. That's great. If I didn't have a time limit and I wasn't trying to scalp, this would be a trade to hold. I'd definitely hold this trade. But I'm really trying to focus on just taking, you know, one good trade and hitting it, you know, and going away, hitting it, going away. Just because I'm in trader rehab right now, you know, I haven't been profitable. I've been really messing up the trades, but you never know, it might change because I've been, you know, I every day I'm always trying to get better. So it's not like I can't turn around the account, you know. First thing, I got to get good at demo though. I am not good in demo. I take on way too much risk in demo just because it's like fake money. But I gotta start treating it like it's real money, you know, and it's kind of hard to do that when it's not real money, you know. So I gotta start being able to really make a system down in the demo, so that way when I'm going live again, with, you know, I'm still live, but I'm I'm gonna try and stay away from the scalping. I seem to get really, you know, emotional when it comes to the scalping on live as of right now. I could do more swigs on the live, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Just because I seem to have more luck there. As a matter of fact, what am I up right now? Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm up 75% on that call for the 16th, so that's good. But yeah, we really analyzed this trade good. I mean, we saw the trend line. We see it didn't break after we noticed there was a support here. There was some type of support here at $400. But whether or not it was a big support or a small support, it only mattered if it was going to break this trend line. If it broke the trend line, which it barely did, so we went long. We said, let's go ahead and get long because this would be a hell of a trade, especially if we saw volume through the break, which we didn't see volume through the break. It was sort of rejecting in and showing a false breakout, so I went in with size on the puts, and we got it. We got it. And I'm still holding these final shares here, getting ready to toss them if we break this this resistance to the upside now, or if we reach down here. It's either going to be either or. It's either going to break the resistance to the upside there, or it's going to reach the support, and that'll be it for me. Just realized I wasn't even streaming on my Discord. that's okay. We got the video, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, if it was a good support there, it really should have broken this trend line, and the calls would have paid. But it wasn't a good support, so we said, okay, that's fine. We're not gonna do that. And usually, when I'm trading with with big size like that, I really don't want to hold big size for the entire move. I want to hold big size for a specific move, like that specific flush there. I want to hold the big size through that, and scale out as it's slowing down there, as we're starting to see some and what it's telling us. We want to start scaling out. If it's not telling us to scale out, I won't scale out yet. So that's really when I want to hold big size. Then I want to hold just a base in case it keeps moving, and being able to add. Right now, I don't want to add. I think that it's gonna pop up back towards that resistance, and my stop loss is gonna be if it breaks the resistance and goes back into this period here, where it could break out here. Um, then I'll take the loss, and that's fine. We have plenty of profit from that trade. That will be a great trade, but there's still a very good chance it could reject off of this resistance here, and that could be that. And then we just see the profit target of this other trend line here, which I need to kind of adjust. It's really more like that. But we're going to keep it channel-like and just bring it down. And we're going to say that that's going to do it. And we're really just waiting right now. Let's see how much we're up. Yes, we made like... Oh, you know what? I still have money in the position, so that's why I was like, oh, we should be up more than that. I think, well, I think that's correct. I think that's correct. So a good place to add. I'm even seeing another pattern here. A good place to add would be the break of this trend line. That would be a pretty nice place to add to your shares, and come on down there and see it, curl back down to that other support down there. Which that might be what I'll do, but until then, we gotta make sure that it stays away from that resistance. Otherwise, I'm not adding. There we go. That's really staying away there. I'm gonna add 5 more puts, because I'm gonna get ready, right? I'm not gonna add them yet. I'm just getting ready because of that action showed me there of how that candlestick was forming there. It just showed me that we got an even better possibility of coming to the downside, coming to the dark side. I'm gonna add break of that trend line there. And looking for the continuation move, which is possible. It's possible we can see the continuation, so I want to see that. It's less possible. Oh, sorry, it's likely we can see the continuation. It's less likely that we break out of this trend line and go higher. That's just what I'm thinking, though. Numbers came out. People are scared of that big red candle. But people are also thinking, oh, it's time for calls. It's down so much, which definitely isn't the case sometimes. Where are we at on the daily? I mean, we're kind of at an inflection, but I think we go down more. Just what I'm thinking. I'm gonna add these 5 puts here for that break. See if we get filled. Yep, we are filled. And I'm gonna sell 5 of them halfway here. I'll sell 5 that halfway point. Or we're out with 10 above the break, which I took the risk. It seems like it's staying weaker, so I took the risk. I don't want to wish-you-wash and say, oh, it's coming back up towards that resistance. I'm gonna sell those 5 I just entered in. No, okay, I took the risk because of how it looks, so I want to stick to that plan right now. Same stop loss above that resistance there. I was definitely having trouble at this trend line, but I'm really still thinking the continuation, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Coming up here, we might have to get stopped out. Only if it's above it, though. If it's above, I'll get stopped out. Hasn't done it yet. We're just waiting. So still trouble at this trend line again. That tells me if we do flush, it's gonna be a big flush. But as of right now, it's holding strong, which is scary because I'm on the put side. But my average is pretty good. If I get stopped out here, I'll be out for only a little bit. Still waiting for continuation. Real close to getting stopped out here. Getting set up. I'm gonna get everything ready to be stopped out here in case we go above this. I'm gonna take it. I'm getting stopped out. Confirmed. Let's see if it fills. Nice. Cool. So we are up today, $230. That's okay. And this $10,000 trading account is 250. We made 250 today. And this $250 paper trading, or sorry, $10,000 paper trading account made 250 today. That's not bad. I mean, we took a few losses up here. We got stopped out, and we decided, okay, we got stopped out. Let's go long, and we said, okay, long isn't working anymore. Puts are still in play. I'm going in with extra size. Went with an extra size. Got the really nice trade there, and now it's popping up. I actually think we are gonna see a bullish move now. Because of how strong that was looking there. It was really getting hard to push underneath this thing. So we should see a bullish move now. I'm actually done trading. I don't have enough mental capital. What that means is I'm tired of sitting here watching this thing be like, oh, is it gonna go up or down? Or I'm tired now. But good trades. Those were pretty good. Uh, yeah, congrats on those puts that I had that we still have. We still have those puts. Um, Chances are SPY's gonna keep going lower. The next support's at like 393 or something like that. Or oh no, I think it's like let's see, 384. That's my next support. But other than that, we're good. Nice trading. I mean, it was paper trading, but we got to go back to demo. I mean, we blew the real money, so we got to go back to demo. Just the journey of trading, I guess. Anyways, we'll see y'all next time. Peace out.